Hi, everyone. Welcome to a deep dive on Clio Accounting. So I'd like you to describe in like one word or phrase, describe how you feel about accounting. So if you can take your phones and just scan that QR code, and we're going to do a poll. So I'll give you a few moments to take care of that. Okay. So the most popular, headache. Loves. Okay, interesting. Overwhelming, scary, yes. Best, boo. Fascinating, important. So very, yes, laborious. Yes, definitely words associated with counting. A very important thing you need to do, but it can be a little bit stressful as well. Let me introduce myself. My name is Omar Robinson. I'm a training consultant with our professional services team.
And my name is Lilian Wu, and I'm the staff product manager for Clio Accounting. Super excited here to be with you to discuss Clio Accounting and everything it has to offer.
So the objectives today for the workshop is looking to optimize your firm's financial management with Clio Accounting. So we're going to understand the key benefits of Clio Accounting. We're going to discover how Clio Accounting meets law firms' specific needs. We're going to learn strategies to improve billing, trust accounting, and reporting. We're going to explore how Clio Accounting supports compliance and efficiencies. And of course, you're going to gain the knowledge to implement Clio Accounting in your firm. So what are lawyers saying about Clio Accounting? Or sorry, not Clio Accounting, but accounting in general. So legal professionals often have to balance a multitude of things. And what we hear most often when it comes to their accounting and bookkeeping is that they forget to complete tasks on time. There's a concern about getting it wrong, and it's a tough, prioritized, non-billable work over clients. So from what we hear from lawyers, it comes down to kind of three most common struggles when it comes to taking control with their accounting confidently. The first is just simply knowing what to do and when. There's a lot to keep track of running a law firm, so knowing the running list of accounting tasks doesn't typically take priority. The next is we've heard that attorneys struggle with wanting to get better payment collection processes in place. And it can be so time-consuming, sending a bill, waiting for payment, having that payment get missed, and following up multiple times per client. And finally, trust reconciliation, a very important thing. The big elephant in the room. Three-way reconciliation is a requirement for jurisdictions in which you operate or are licensed to practice in. And without it, you risk steep consequences like fines, disbarment, or even suspension. So accounting doesn't have to be painful, time-consuming, avoided, a headache, anxiety-filled. I saw boring there, or boo, it's awesome. So here's how Clio Accounting can help. Lillian, can you walk them through that?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Omar. So we've heard your struggles with accounting, and we're here to make things better. So let's explore how law firms are leveraging Clio Accounting to address those needs and challenges. Built into LPM, Clio Accounting is designed specifically for law firms and with deep integrations into Clio Manage. This creates a unified system for billing, payments, and accounting, where client matter information, invoices, payments, and account data are seamlessly synced from Manage in real time. The results? Automated workflows, accurate bookkeeping, and a significant reduction in manual data entry and errors. So how does the data sync work? Clio Accounting syncs your financial data from Manage in real time, recording everything in the appropriate accounting ledgers automatically. Your operating and trust accounts are mapped directly to your chart of accounts, and trust funds and the client ledger balances are imported automatically to keep your opening balances accurate. This integration makes setup easy and saves you from the hassle of manually entering everything to get started. So now that we've established this unified system, let's dive into the 4 key pillars of your accounting activities and see how Clio Accounting can make them better. Bank transactions and expense management, accounts receivable and payments, and trust accounting and reconciliation. Last but not least, data insights and reporting. So we'll start with one of the most powerful features of Clio Accounting, the bank feed. Through secure bank connections via Plaid, bank feed automatically syncs transactions directly from your bank accounts. Clio suggests matches and allows you to easily categorize them, logging them in the appropriate ledgers for accurate bookkeeping. This keeps your books up to date, speeds up a reconciliation, eliminating manual data entry, and simplifying the workflow. In this section, we'll cover how to connect your bank accounts, match and categorize transactions in Clio Accounting. Clio partners with Plaid for secure, reliable bank connections. Once authenticated, you can map your bank accounts to the correct ledger in Clio Accounting. Bank feeds syncs every 6 hours, or you can use Sync Now option for real-time updates. You can also import historical data depending on your bank's limits. The system offers flexibility, allowing you to easily add, disconnect, and remove accounts as needed. Now, accurate transaction matching is essential for keeping your books up to date. With automated bank feed, Clio Accounting makes this process real easy. In Clio Accounting, you manage 2 sets of transaction records: transactions from your bank account and those in Clio. To simplify this, Clio suggests matches for your transactions. So you can see in this demo, whether it's an invoice payment, a trust to operating transfer, or a hard cost you paid on behalf of a client. Key details like date, client matter, help you verify the match. Once confirmed, Clio Accounting handles the bookkeeping, making sure the appropriate ledgers are updated. If a bank transaction doesn't have an immediate match, Clio Accounting allows you to easily review, categorize, and manually match it. So for example, you can easily categorize a credit card charge to a travel expense category, or split the transaction into multiple categories when necessary. You can also attach supporting documents such as a check image or receipt for complete bookkeeping.
So one of the pro tips we want to mention is make it a habit to review your transactions weekly. This keeps your records up to date and saves you from the hassle of catching up on large volumes of transactions later.
That's a really great tip. Thank you, Omar. So now let's take a closer look at Clio transaction records. As mentioned before, Clio Accounting syncs invoices and payments from Clio Manage. I'll show you how this integration simplifies and streamlines the entire workflow. The Accounts Receivable tab provides a real-time view of your firm's cash flow. It shows paid, partially paid, and was still outstanding. It lets you sort by client, due date, or balance owing, helping you prioritize collections that have the greatest impact. The running balance gives you a quick snapshot of your collection progress. And automatically updated from Clio Manage, the AR aging view is especially helpful for tracking your collection time and identifying clients with potential challenges, making it a powerful tool for improving cash flow and streamlining client payment. So with a clear understanding of your firm's receivables, let's now shift focus to managing payments and see how Clio Accounting simplifies the payment process and ensures every transaction is accurately recorded. Managing payments and matching them to bank records can be tricky. But Clio Accounting simplifies this with its deposit workflow. So this is very important, so I want you to pay a little bit attention. You can aggregate payments and adjust differences to match your bank record. So there are two ways to do this, either from the global add transaction button or directly from the bank matching process. The associated client matter details make it easy to identify the relevant client payments for each deposit. You can also add fee deductions, such as bank charges or processing fees, to ensure your net deposit always matches your bank records. Hey, Omar, did I lose you? You look bored.
No, actually, sorry. I was just thinking about a conversation I had with a client. And let me see if this is kind of a similar scenario that happens to you as well. Let's imagine this billing scenario and compare it to how it resembles your billing and payment process today. So my friend Sarah, she's an owner of a small law firm. She's using Clio and QuickBooks Online. And of course, they are integrated together. So she sends her client, let's call her Sally, a bill for about $1,500 for Clio for Clients portal. So Sally, the client, receives a notification, pays her bills through Clio payments using her credit card. So a typical scenario. What do you think would happen next based on what she has to do in her QuickBooks Online integration? Let's walk through what typically would need to happen next. So she'd have to go to Manage and print out the Clio payment deposit report, then manually enter the transaction into the accounting system. Now with QBO, there is a sync, but sometimes the sync has some limitations. She would then verify the transaction in QBO or whatever other system that she's using with the deposit report, manually add a deposit in QBO or an accounting system, and then match to the bank feed. So a lot of manual steps would need to be done. So my question, Lillian, is how would Clio Accounting address this so that all these manual steps would need to be done?
That is a great question. Thank you, Omar. I'm glad you asked because I think you'll really like the answer. So the best part is that with Clio Accounting, you don't need to worry about these manual steps at all. The entire process is fully automated. So Clio Accounting automatically creates operating or trust deposits for Clio payments transactions based on the payout data. It captures client invoice payments, refunds, and any deductions within the payout, ensuring the net amount in Clio Accounting is perfectly aligned with the actual payout deposited to your bank account. So here is an example of the deposit report you receive for Clio payments in Manage. I think most of you are familiar with it. These are the reports many of you typically print and review, compare with QBO records for verification. But with Clio Accounting, none of that manual work is necessary. Here's an example of the operating deposit automatically created by Clio Accounting. You'll notice that it includes the same line items for invoice payments, fee deductions, and net amount. It even handles the processing fees, logging them directly to the appropriate expense ledgers automatically. So once the bank feed comes, Clio suggests match. All you need to do is confirm the match and you're done. So in summary, when you have Clio Manage, Clio Payments, and Clio Accounting working together, the seamless integration significantly reduces time spent managing billing and payments. No more printing payout report, reviewing transactions line by line, or manually entering the data. This streamlined workflow not only saves your time, but also allows you to focus more on billable work, boosting the overall efficiency.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, like a round of applause. That is amazing that I can do that. Thank you, Lillian, for showing that. It's awesome. I'm sure there's more, though.
There's more. So now that we've taken care of billing and payment, let's take a look at, let's actually shift focus to another key area, which is trust accounting. So managing trust funds is essential for law firms to stay compliant with legal regulations. Yet it often involves a lot of tedious manual work and juggling multiple systems. Generic accounting software like QBO aren't designed for legal workflows, making it difficult to accurately track client matter trust balance. Trust reconciliations become even more challenging due to data errors and discrepancies. Clio Accounting, on the other hand, is designed specifically for law firms. Client matter balances are automatically imported through seamless integration with Manage, ensuring accurate, up-to-date records in a single system. Trust activities such as trust deposits, invoice payments via trust, disbursements, and account transfers are instantly reflected in Clio Accounting. And matching these transactions to bank records is just a few clicks away, as Clio Accounting conveniently presents corresponding trust transactions for easy validation. The three-way trust reconciliation in Clio Accounting is simple and straightforward. Keeping your client trust ledgers, trust liabilities, and IOTA bank balance in sync. To perform a reconciliation, simply select a review period, compare the starting and ending balances, and verify cleared and uncleared transactions. You can easily access relevant client and matter information with just a click. This streamlined process ensures your trust accounting is always accurate, up-to-date, and compliant, minimizing the risk of data errors and non-compliance. So the reconciliation report provides a detailed overview of all trust transactions and fund movements. It includes summaries of your bank balance, Clio balance, and client ledger balance, along with a breakdown of cleared and uncleared transactions. Additionally, it offers a comprehensive record of all client ledger transaction details, such as client to matter and matter to matter fund transfers. So Clio Accounting simplifies trust management, reducing workload and minimizing errors, allowing you to focus on what you do best.
So that actually brings me up to a point here. Another pro tip, which is like a best practice would be to reconcile your trust accounts every month to stay compliant, which I think Lillian would agree is a probably good practice to take.
That's absolutely. If you reconcile every month, that's best practice. You can easily catch any discrepancies and fix them instead of like having to go back, multiple months of data, try to figure out where the problem is. Definitely a best practice.
Good call.
Okay, so everything we've covered so far, transaction management, trust reconciliations, all feed into data insight. So in the next few minutes, I will show you how Clio Accounting gives you a clear view of your firm's financial health, helping you track progress and make confident strategic decisions. So this is your firm's dashboard. It provides a snapshot of its financial states, displaying key metrics like AR balance, monthly expenses, and profit and loss. It keeps you on top of accounting tasks by flagging pending transactions to review, unpaid invoices, and outstanding setup tasks, with built-in reminders for essential weekly, monthly actions like reviewing transactions and logging the expenses. It helps you stay organized without spending hours on bookkeeping. Clio Accounting provides law firms with essential reports that offer a comprehensive view of your firm's financial health. The profit and loss statement shows revenue, expenses, and profitability over time, while the balance sheet and trial balance reports reflect the balances of all your account ledgers. The cash flow statements highlights your firm's net cash flow, and the general ledger report captures all your financial activity, giving you a detailed understanding of your finances. Together, all these reports empower you to manage your finances effectively and make informed business decisions. Well, that's a lot. That's pretty much Clio Accounting in a nutshell. Hopefully this is helpful, Omar.
Thank you, Lillian. That was amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to Lillian for going through that. That was just awesome. So just to finish up here, what we learned today, we're just going to go over a summary of why Clio Accounting. Well, we built Clio Accounting specifically for law firms. This will allow firms to manage accounting with confidence, compliance, and efficiency. It's simple and intuitive, as you've seen. Since it's built for lawyers, it's as painless as possible and won't require a CPA designation and weeks of training or loads of experience to use. It includes just what you need and nothing you don't to keep bookkeeping and accounting approachable and not overwhelming. It was built the right way in concert with accounting professionals. We actually partnered closely with accounting experts through the entire process of building Clio Accounting. And lastly, and most importantly, it's focused to keep you compliant and error-free. So I'd like you to take away, one of these 4 areas that we covered today and apply it to your firms going forward. And to help with that, we have some little goodies for you. First is, if you do go to the ACC, to the Level Up area, actually I'll be there too. It's in ACC EH4, Exhibit Hall 4. If you sign up for a demo of Clio Accounting today, you'll receive a $100 gift card. But there's actually more, as there always is. If you remember how awesome it was when we showed how having Clio payments tied in with Clio Accounting works really seamlessly, Again, go to the level up area, Exhibit Hall EH4, sign up for Clio Payments if you don't have Clio Payments already, and you'll receive a $300 gift card. How's that sound, everyone? Awesome. A little bit more enthusiasm. I'm offering $400. How does that sound, everybody? Thank you. Just for time, you know what? We can probably do like one question. Does anyone have a question they'd like to ask? Yes.
So the question is that when you set up Clio Accounting, the opening balances, is there a way to bring the balances over? Yes. So when you just enabled for Clio Accounting, the first few steps, which is very, very simple steps, is the setup process. I think it's basically 4 steps. All you need to do is because Clio Accounting will map the accounts, whether it's your operating or trust accounts, you set up in Manage and map them over directly to your chart of accounts. And then you set up the start date. And then the remaining tasks are optional. You can do it at any time, which includes set up your opening balances. So you can, enter the opening balances based on your, last reconciliation balances. For trust balances, actually, Clio Accounting syncs over your client and matter balances directly from Manage. So you don't have to manually enter those information. It's all automatic. Yeah, you're welcome.
Great. Unfortunately, we are almost out of time. So thank you for your questions. If you have more questions, please, as I mentioned, go to the ACC and join us at the Level Up for Clio to get a demo, and we can definitely answer more of your questions. So I'd like to thank you for joining us today. We don't do this by ourselves. We want to really thank our team, Rob Sanderson, Brendan Caitliff, Anton Steinbeck, Ryan Ward, and Lawrence Hebda for helping us with our presentation today. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time at ClioCon. Thank you again.